Hello and welcome to another random review. Okay, if you saw my last video you would have learned that I have recently started collecting pocket knives, and here is the Whitby Spirit that I looked at last time. I've made a makeshift lanyard here just because I found it was difficult to get out of the pocket there. But yeah, I'm still enjoying that knife. I haven't really used it that much, but as you might expect, and for anyone who has been collecting knives, mistakes can happen, and it hasn't been long, but ta-da! I've already managed to cut myself. But it wasn't on my new Whitby knife, which I wasn't familiar with. It was actually on this bad boy here. Oop. And this is what I wanted to focus on for the video today. I could do with a bit of help identifying this knife. Now, I've had this in my house for, it must be 10, 15 plus years, and I can't remember where it came from. And I know there's a lot of knife experts out there, and particularly collectors of Victorinox penknives, who might have some information on this and give me some pointers as to what it actually is. And I would just like to know a bit more about it, actually. And one of the things that I find unusual, which I haven't seen elsewhere, is this logo, this PH logo. And the only PH I'm familiar with is the Motoring Forum piston heads, but I don't think it's anything to do with that. But if anyone knows where that logo comes from, please do make a note in the comments below. I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, this knife is actually very handy, and I've had this sloshing around in my drawer for 15 years, and it's always been fairly blunt. I haven't really used it that much, to be honest. But I started getting into knives, and I actually started sharpening this, and now this is one of the sharpest knives I have. And if you're wondering how I managed to do this to my finger, I've got this very silly habit of trying to wipe the fingerprints and the oils off the blade like this. And I was actually on the phone earlier today just doing this without thinking, and that's where I managed to take a bit of a nick out of my finger. So for all you guys out there who are collecting knives, just be careful what you do. Don't make my mistake and don't cut your finger. But yeah, if anyone's got any ideas what this is, there's only two options on here. There's the blade and then a bottle opener. See if that focuses. It says Officer Swiss. Can you see that? And it is a Victorinox, which I believe is one of the biggest brands in Swiss penknives. So I'm sure there'll be people out there who know what this is, what model it's based on. And if anyone knows what this PH means, I would appreciate that. Because I can't remember, if that would focus, I can't remember where we got this from. It may have even come in a bundle when we first moved into our first house. We got a bundle of cutlery and things, just general kitchenware. It may have even came in there, so it could be a lot older than I think. But if anyone knows what that is or where it comes from, please do drop me a comment. What I'm planning on doing, because I do quite like this knife before I cut myself on it, I've seen a smaller version of this on Amazon. So if I can get a few likes on this video, it gives me a good excuse to make another purchase, and I'll do another review on the smaller version of this. But yeah, that's basically it. If anyone's got any information on that, I would appreciate a comment. Thank you very much.